What is up, guys? I'm Clover Spilt Milk here, and today I'm going to talk about Alfa Romeo, as you can see behind me. It's been a while since I released a video about F1. There's a good reason for that. I just moved house, got my telly on the wall, and yeah. So I'm going to talk about Alfa Romeo today. Now, Alfa Romeo, they're the only team on the grid for 2022 that don't have a seat. Just so you got an idea of the time frame, we just had the United States Grand Prix. Everyone's wetting themselves over the Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton battle, which they should be, and I definitely agree that is something to get excited about. I am looking forward to that. This battle, and also I think it was a great Grand Prix, wasn't it? You got the two rivals, going neck and neck for the race win, and I hope this continues on to the end of the season. So there are four major, groups I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the incumbents, so the rest of the people already at the team. I'm also going to talk about the Ferrari Academy. I'm going to talk about the Alpine Academy, and I'm also going to talk about the other drivers who are linked to the seat. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the incumbents. So mostly these two behind me, that's gone off the screen. So you got Antonio Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica. So I don't think either of these. So I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think either of those two I've just mentioned will be on the grid next season with Alfa Romeo. Because the reason for this is because they're the only seat left. So why risk it? Why risk losing Antonio Giovinazzi? If you want him, you'd sign him straight away. So yeah. Also with Kubica, you've got him on hand, and he brings lots of money with All In with his sponsorship. So I'm just going to put it out there and say I don't think it'll be either of those two going to staying at Alfa Romeo next season. So that moves me on to the next group. That'll be the Ferrari Academy. So that's drivers like Callum Ilott, Robert Schwartzman. There's also a Sauber Academy, Theo Pourchaire as well. I put Ferrari and Sauber, together hand in hand because they are pretty much the same thing. Just know what's going on behind me, but looks like doing some sort of comparison of some sort of a tier list about where Alfa Romeo is at the moment. And yeah, as you can see, there's some 2022. This video got behind me with Racing Point on there as well. They're now Aston Martin. So yeah, I don't think. So let's have a look at the Ferrari team, the Ferrari Academy. So you got Callum Ilott, who's already at the team as a development driver, as their third driver with Robert Kubica. Well, yeah, I reckon Ilott's got a good chance. He's already there. He's already learning the car, learning the team. And they've got nothing to lose, and also there's no harm in warming up Ferrari and helping that relationship work along. Please, also in the past, the only reason why Giovinazzi got the seat is because Ferrari got first refusal on that seat. So basically, with Alfa Romeo, one of the seats was decided by Ferrari. And that's, as far as we're aware, that with the new agreement that's been signed up with Alfa Romeo, that's not the case anymore. So they pretty much have a free reign as to whoever they want. Yeah, so they can go, but the more than welcome. Why not go for Ilott or Schwartzman? They're both great drivers. Ilott's is driving IndyCar at the moment, not doing very well in the IndyCar, I will say, but it's all good experience. It's all good, getting there, and also with him being the third driver at Alfa Romeo, it's good experience. Schwartzman, currently third in the F2 standings, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, he's having a good season as well. A really good shout for the seat. And I can't. It's for me, the logical choice seems Ilott or Schwartzman. But there's other two. They also got to talk about the Alpine team. The Alpine, the Alpine, talent, that's coming through. The academy. That's the word I was looking for. So you've got the two Alpine Academy drivers, Piastre and Guan Yu Zhou, currently both 1 and 2 in the F2 Championship, and surely it'd be one of those two walking away with the title. I mean, it's a bit of a weird timing in Formula 1. We've seen Alexander Albon, who is Red Bull affiliated, go to Williams. So it could be the case where an Alpine driver goes to Alfa Romeo. I think what Alfa Romeo want to do, I think they're looking at their upcoming talent, Theo Pourchaire. I think they'll definitely keep him in F2 for another season, Theo Pourchaire. And why not cash in on Guan Yu Zhou or Piastre? I think with Guan Yu Zhou, with all the money he brings with him, you know, it's a good, especially when you've got Valtteri Bottas in the other seat. That's another thing you've got to look at as well. You've already got a great driver with Valtteri Bottas, so with the second seat you can go for some, you know, you can take a risk. Someone like Guan Yu Zhou, why not have him in the seat for a season or two, depending on how Theo Pourchaire develops and how the Alpine situation goes. Great experience for Guan Yu Zhou, getting himself out there, and it's all, I'm sure you know, the money will be very welcome with Alfa Romeo, so that should be a good fit. Also, I'm hearing reports that Guan Yu Zhou is the favourite to have the seat, and I can only think it's going to have to be an F2 driver. Of course, they can't announce it just yet because they've got to wait, you know, super license points. Anything can happen. It's not done. You know, the final results aren't sorted out yet. There's still 2 Grand Prix in the F2 calendar. There's 5 in Formula 1. We've got Mexico next, and then a few races in the Middle East, and plus Brazil as well. So it's an exciting run into the end of the season in both championships. Also, let's talk about the other drivers. So, as always in these videos, you'll hear, you know, Hulkenberg, Kvyat, you know, Albon was part of this group as well. These F1 drivers who just fall off the carousel, as it were. Yeah, again, I mean, if Alfa Romeo really wanted those characters, then I'm sure they would have made the move. I mean, I think it's just the only case of waiting for the F2 drivers is just to find out, just to get those super license points confirmed. I mean, there is no rush to confirm a signing. They're the only team that don't have any, you know, who have got a seat left. All the other seats have been filled, so they're under no obligation to rush. Another interesting person I'll talk about is Jamie Chadwick, the winner of the women, you know, the W Series, the Women's Formula 1 Series. Would she consider a move to Alfa Romeo? Possibly. I would say it's a very outside chance though. But you know, it'd be nice to see, and I'll be all up for it. But I just don't think, you know, it's I don't think if I was Jamie Chadwick, I'd probably want to go for a definitely a mid-table team. I think I'll definitely sit it out next, you know, save your money, perhaps go on to try different series maybe, and then come back to Formula 1 and see what happens there, and so on and so forth. So, coming to the end of the video now, I would go for, who should I pick as being that seat in the Alfa Romeo seat for 2022? I'm going to go with, I'm going to be bold, I'm going to go with Callum Ilott. I mean, he's already there. He's also part of the Ferrari Academy. So yeah, and it'll be great for him, great for Ferrari to evaluate Ilott and see what it's like, and so on and so forth. The key thing with Giovinazzi is, if he was any good, he would have replaced Vettel at Ferrari rather than Sainz. So I think basically he's, you know, writing on the wall for Giovinazzi since 2020 really. Basically, you know, he was passed up for Sainz. So I think his career's over now, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I don't, you know, he'll have to look at different series. But anyway, so to round up this video, Callum Ilott, he'll be in that seat for next season alongside Valtteri Bottas. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.